Okay, folks, here at Canoecopia 2026, we have Corey Novinska from Bending Branches and Aquabound, and we are seeing what's new, and they have introduced a new technology that promises to deliver some incredible durability to their shafts. So Corey, explain what this new technology is and how it functionally works.
Yeah, absolutely. So one historical problem with super lightweight kayak fishing paddles is edge durability. Edge durability in the rocks, in the muck, in the sand, dragging along bottom, we can wear out the blade and we can have edge impacts that decrease the lifespan of the blade. So what we've done into this paddle is we're sewing through the entire matrix of this carbon fiber layup. This particular case, this is fiberglass. We also offer it in the carbon fiber.
Super durable.
It's a super durable material. This aramid stitching that we're putting through it holds that entire stack together, and we've done some testing that I'd like to show you guys.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So that aramid thread, it's abrasion resistance, and then really it dramatically helps the impact resistance for hitting bottom, jabbing into rocks, catching yourself as you're
fishermen
coming.
never do that.
They never do that.
All right, well, show us the...
Yeah, so kind of the test that we developed is we made a tool just like we're going to build this composite part.
Yeah.
We've made a tool, and then we can actually use a specialized testing equipment called an instron to separate the layers of material.
And it is layers. When you say composite, this just isn't
Not
a
just
chunk
one
of
layer.
material cut. Like
No.
This is
several different layers, about 7 different layers that are spread throughout this layup, and we're sewing through all of those layers. Traditionally, all that's holding these layers together is the resin.
Yep.
So when we do this test and we pull this apart, we're testing how well the resin is going to hold those layers together, how that bonds. And what we see is traditionally at 18 pounds
of force required to open it, separate those layers.
Exactly. The layers separate at 18 pounds. With the test coupon that we did, we were able to put a single stitch of that aramid thread through those layers. We do a
single stitch.
This is just one stitch.
And this is multiple.
Seven stitches.
Okay.
And when we do that same test, what happens is we dramatically increase that force required to separate the material, and we break the bond of that stitch and the resin now holding it together. We're putting a mechanical lock into that resin. It breaks at 240 pounds.
18 to 240.
Correct. And hold on, it gets better. When we go to our final layup here, which is what you're holding, this no longer separates, but it breaks, and it breaks at 500 pounds of force, and we're breaking the or in this case, the fiberglass that's holding that paddle together.
Wow.
And
18 to 500 in the actual paddle product.
Correct. And we realize that in the field, on the water, when you're out fishing, you're not going to have your paddle spontaneously blow up. But what this is showing is the technology and a test level. To get a more real-world application, what we did is we developed a test where we're dropping a ball down a very specialized track to land on a blunt object and impact the edge of the blade as if you were
jamming it on something sharp, a piece of rebar,
coming into shore,
jagged lava rock, whatever.
Coming into shore, whatever it is, exactly. And what you can see, and we'll hold it up to the light in the camera and you'll be able to see it better, but there's an area of impact that has de-lammed that.
Yep.
The product.
The paddle edge.
The paddle edge. On the opposite side, we've put those 7 layers again into the product, just like we did, and it stops dead right when it catches that. And the reason it does that is it's no longer relying on the material and the resin itself to hold together. It can call on its friends around it.
Yeah.
And it has that mechanical bond, so that stops it dead right at the Lam Lok.
How much experimenting, how many years was this in the works of playing with someone sewing through fiberglass?
So I kid you not, we brought in a sewing machine from someone's grandma, and a colleague and mine were literally sewing together test coupons
before resin
to try to learn and develop all of this. So one thing I never thought I would be was a seamstress, and I've learned a heck of a lot more than I ever thought was there.
Yeah, and people don't realize that this actually starts as fabric.
It's a dry roll of fabric that we cut out on a table, and then we're adding layers and color to make the end product.
And this technology again is called
Lam Lok.
Lam Lok. Okay, super cool and great practical application. Right?
Yeah, this particular model that you're holding, we call our Angler series, and the pattern or the color that's in here is called our Bruiser.
Yeah, very cool. What is retail like for this particular paddle?
This particular paddle, it has a telescoping option, so if you're sitting down in your fishing kayak, you might want to have that shorter. We'll get you locked in here. This size that we grabbed is a 240 centimeter paddle.
Okay.
What's neat about this system, which is our Versa-Lok,
Versa-Lok.
we can open that lever and there's 15 centimeters of adjustability that you can get. So if you sit up higher in the seat, you're gonna want a little bit longer
Right,
of a
like
paddle.
many kayaks have adjustable seats now, right? You go
Exactly.
from being very low to the water to up higher.
Up higher, you can see better, you can cast better. The disadvantage is it's a little less stable and you need a longer paddle. You sit down and you can tighten this up, you can get some speed, you can get across the lake before you adjust it back up.
Yep. And lots of canoeists, especially the guys using pack boats, are using.
Two-bladed sole canoe paddles.
Correct. And when I want to go somewhere fast in a canoe, if I'm just like fun paddling, I love a single blade. But when I need to be somewhere, or the wind picks up,
It's time to go.
yeah, like that is a really good
Piece of equipment
solution.
to get you home. So your question was the retail. So with the telescoping option and the Bruiser blade, the retail price is $529.
Okay, a lot of technology.
A lot
in
of
there
technology.
For $529, and should last you literally. It's an heirloom product, right? Like you're not going to wear it out.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're gonna want the next colorway before you upgrade.
Yeah, gotcha.
Mike, we also have this same Lam Lok technology available in our Carbon Angler Pro. The Carbon is a little bit stiffer of a blade, it's a little bit lighter of a blade, and as we talked about, one of the characteristics of Carbon is it's a little stiffer and a little more brittle. This is a great product if you're really trying to move across big open water.
Yep.
It's a little less resistance to impact than the fiberglass version.
Gotcha. So if you're in rocky environments, Susquehanna,
Super
New
shallow,
River,
all of that.
Yeah.
The fiberglass might be a better option for you.
Gotcha.
The Carbon is a great option for folks in deep water looking for the lightest weight paddle on the
Yep,
market.
super efficiency. And it's visually like super cool.
Yeah, it's a really cool composite weave that we've worked with the manufacturer to develop to get into these parts. We're able to get it thinner and get more of the resin out, so you're getting a very effective blade for moving you forward for the weight.
Yeah, and if you're gonna go carbon, this would be the toughest carbon that you could get.
Absolutely. That Lam Lok, again, is that edge protection for composite product that Bending Branches has had on the wood side for so many years.
Yeah, awesome.
So this is our Bending Branches Horizon canoe paddle. Again, it has that Lam Lok technology that allows a fiberglass or a carbon blade to hold up in extreme impact environments. The 7 layers of stitching holds that entire matrix that makes up the cross section of the blade tip, holds that together with the mechanical lock on top of the traditional resin that's holding it together.
All right, folks, so there you have it, the new stuff from Bending Branches. See it at bendingbranches.com
Yes. Yeah.
on your web browser.